Good afternoon. This is Mayor Jerome Prince with your daily COVID-19 update. Along with the rest of the state of Indiana, we remain under a stay-at-home order issued by Governor Eric Holcomb over a week ago in an executive order. What that simply means is that the governor has identified what we consider essential and non-essential businesses, but ultimately the point that needs to hit home and that he and I are attempting to articulate is that we need to continue to practice social distancing in order to stop the spread of the virus. Shortly, I'm going to share with you some steps that I will order to ensure that the health and safety of our community is intact and that we continue to try to contain the spread of the virus which causes the disease COVID-19. City Hall and all city-owned facilities, rented as well as occupied, will remain closed to the public. We still are not allowing any new events to be booked at our rental halls or any pavilions. As a city, we must do everything that we can to slow the spread of the virus. The number of Gary residents failing ill and the number of Gary residents that are dying are continuing to increase. Make no mistake about it that we will not stand by where our friends, family, or our city persons are at risk. Shortly, I'll share some of the numbers that further enhance the need for us to stay at home. I have instructed also our team to investigate the possibility of a nightly curfew. If we proceed with a curfew, we will set a time certain for residents to be in the home, unless we are providing, or they rather, are involved in an emergency or traveling to do work or traveling to and from work, I guess I should say. We all need to know that this weekend is a very important one for Christians around the world. Easter Sunday has been and always will be sacred, as it should be. In addition to that, I think it's important as the city leader that we must observe social distancing and keeping our community safe. There is plenty of scripture that suggests believers to observe the rules and the orders of their communities. And in this instance, the governor's executive order is clear in that religious entities as well as funeral homes are considered essential businesses, which simply means that they can conduct the essential aspects of the businesses, but in no instance are they to congregate in groups of more than 10 people. Our faith leaders over the last couple of weeks have been extremely creative in adhering to the order. I've learned of some conducting social media or virtual services, as well as some of them conducting the service on the church grounds. However, all parishioners have remained in their cars as the sermon has been delivered. I strongly encourage everyone to keep up with that creativity because we can share the word and still be safe. I'd like to share a few numbers with you which express the gravity of this situation as it continues to evolve. So far in Indiana, 26,191 persons have been tested. The number of positive cases in Indiana are 4,944. The number of deaths associated with those positive tests are 139 persons in the state of Indiana. Lake County numbers are as follows: 369 positive results with 8 deaths. And unfortunately, I'm saddened to report that 3 of those deaths have occurred right here in Gary, Indiana. I mention those numbers not to alarm anyone. We think it's important that people still continue business as necessary and that they adhere to the sick and their loved ones. And of course, we must travel back and forth to work. But the order is very simple. Continue to practice social distancing by staying 6 feet apart from others, not congregating in groups that are larger than 10 persons, practicing washing your hands, do not touch your face, wear mask when at all possible, and it doesn't have to be the N95 mask. The latest suggestion is that when we're in public, we wear a mask that will help prevent the spread of any particulates that are spread through coughing and sneezing. But also, the practice of good hygiene and good discipline is certainly valuable and goes a long way. I have just a little information that I'll share with you here briefly. Any residents who feel they may be experiencing the COVID-19 symptoms should contact their health care providers immediately. Any Gary residents with health or medical related questions about the COVID-19 virus can contact the Indiana State Department of Health hotline at 877-826-0011 or visit the website at coronavirus.in.gov. For business and business-related questions about COVID, contact Indiana's Critical Industries Hotline at 877-820-0890 or send emails to covidresponse@iedc.in.gov. In closing, I'd like to remind everyone to please stay at home and remain as calm and patient as we possibly can. This is a tough learning experience for all of us, but it is necessary to keep us safe. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you discipline and govern yourselves accordingly, that you share this information or any information that you receive and deem to be accurate with all of your family and loved ones as we continue to practice and try to stop the spread of social or the spread of the COVID-19 disease. Please look for future updates by way of audio file and video file for the remainder of the week. Thank you.